Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Susan Lynn. I'm a psychic and medium. Thank you for joining me today for this really important message from my spirit guides. This, you guys, is a spirit guide life hack. A spirit guide life hack. No kidding. Maybe number one in a series. But today we're going to talk about a very effective way for you to hack your life, to change something in your life that you don't like. Now, before we get started, I need to tell you some things, and that is that it'd be very handy to have something to write down these things that we're about to go through. So please get ready. You can pause this video and get your materials ready. Now, of course, and thank you, I have probably 2,000 new subscribers. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for checking out this video, because if you're a new subscriber, you've really only seen one side of me, and that is the political side. Now, I have a little bit of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde channel thing going on here because my spirit guides really want me to spread the word that you are spiritual, that you are a light worker, that you are filled with love and joy. And in doing so, you fill others with love and joy. But also to help you sort of hack this human life that we're in. Okay, so right now today is the end of July, but it doesn't really matter when you watch this because this energy will be kind of ebbing and flowing. So you're going to experience this for quite a while. And the things that we're going to talk about today can be used at any time in your life, any time that you watch this video. It doesn't really matter. However, I was kind of spurred to make this video because the energy right now is just the kind that kicks butt and takes names. And it's kind of forcing us. Truly, it's forcing us. It's making us uncomfortable. We're uncomfortable in certain areas of our life that perhaps we need to change, but we haven't wanted to change, or we didn't know how to change, or we didn't think we could change. This is going to change all of that. And here's how we're going to do it. I hope you have your book. If not, you can watch this video. I'm going to try to make it fast and effective. Okay, here's what you're going to do. Here's how you can change something in your life. And here's how you can figure out what is changeable. Really, right? Like people say, well, I can't leave the town I'm in. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in my house. I'm stuck in my apartment. I'm stuck in this city. I'm stuck in this relationship. I'm stuck in this job. I'm stuck in this body. We're stuck. Oftentimes in the course of our life, we feel stuck in some way. Now, I've talked about this before, and there really are some good hacks to kind of get unstuck. But in this case, we're going to talk about actually changing a few things in our lives that we can change. And what I think is brilliant about this is the guides gave me a system for figuring out what you can change and what you can change easily versus what you can't change and what would be hard to change. Now, I did a longer video of this on my Patreon channel membership. You can find the information in the description, but I wanted to share it with you guys in hopefully a shorter, more concise version. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to get your book out or your paper, or your laptop or your tablet or whatever, and you're going to write down on the page. And I want you to be liberal, meaning I want you to just go hog wild and write anything down. What are some things you want to change in your life? Now, be honest, because frankly, we're not going to tackle the hard ones, but I'm going to help you tackle the easy ones, and I'm going to help you figure out which ones are easy. And then we're going to give you steps and a plan to actually do that, to actually make those changes. So this is really an action-oriented video. At the end of this video, you're going to have a plan. Seriously. But I want you to write everything down. It's important that you write everything down. So what are some things you want to change? Maybe it's your fitness, your health, your mobility, your job. Maybe it's, your relationship. Maybe it's a relationship that you have to a child or a friend or a family member. Maybe you want to change your career. Maybe you want to change your work status to retirement. Maybe you want to change your bank account to have more money in it. Maybe you want to just change something in your house. You want to do a remodel. It could be anything. You want to change your diet. Could be anything at all. Okay, so you're going to write those things down. You're going to write down everything you want to change. Just, again, put it all down there. I should play a little TikTok music right now, but you can pause this while you're writing these things down. So let's just say you've written down 3 things or 5 things, whatever, or 20. I don't care. You write those down. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to rate them for how hard they are to change. Now, let me help you understand what that means. And I want to validate that some things are really hard to change. So if something is hard to change, here's what it means. It means that the time frame would be too long. So let's just say it's easy to sell my house, but I can't do it until next year. So then that's a hard thing. That's not an easy thing. So to make it easy thing to change, the time frame has to be doable if in steps. So I can make a step towards that change today or tomorrow. Maybe I don't complete the change, but I can at least make steps. Okay, so that's one way that it would qualify as an easy thing. Another thing would be, so it's the time frame and then just whether it's within your purview to do it, right? If it's your body and you want to go on a diet, then of course you can do that. If it's your job and you want to look for a new job, then you can do that. Okay, so you decide if it's easy or hard. And I want you to make a scale or a rating system. So number 1 is easy. Number 5 is hard. Now it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It could be anywhere in there. But 1 is easy, 5 is hard. You're going to go through that list that you made that you want to change. And I mean, it could be the wall color. It could be anything at all. You're going to go through that list and you're going to put a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 next to every single thing on your list. You can change it later. It's not written in stone. So you're going to rate those things. Now what we're going to do, once you've rated everything, is you're going to take that list and you're going to take everything that's a 1 and you're going to put it in another list. And then you're going to take everything that's a 2 and a 3 and put it in a different list. We're going to leave the 4s and 5s. We're not going to tackle those right now. We're looking to understand what's easy to change, and we're looking to make a plan to change those things. So what happens is when we have a lot of things, or when we have one big thing that needs to change, we just throw everything in the box with the big thing, and we say, I can't do anything. Because the one thing that you're focusing on seems so big, you just don't even attempt any sort of change. So in this process, we're actually identifying the easy things to change. So we've got our list with 1, which is easy, and 2s and 3s, which are easier, which are not as easy, excuse me. So the 1s, if you don't have anything 1, that's fine. If you have 2s and 3s, that's fine. Something on your list has got to be 2 or 3. I'm telling you guys, if there's not a 2 or 3 on your list, you didn't quite follow the instructions. You just put the big things on there. Surely there's things in your life that you wouldn't mind changing. I've given you a lot of examples, right? It might be that you want to change your wardrobe. You might want to change your hair cut style or color. Put anything that you want to change on that list. Okay, so you've got the 1s. If you've got 1s on your list, you're going to take that separate list where you made a new list. with the changes that got a 1 rating. And you're going to put some steps. Okay, well, what do I need to do? Maybe I want to change the clutter in my house. Let's say that's a 1. That closet needs to get cleaned out. That's a 1. Okay, so now I'm on closet. It's in my 1 list, and I'm going to write closet. I'm going to write steps and a time frame. So what are the steps I need to do to clean out the closet? Maybe I need to go get containers, because I want to put these things in a container and put them in the attic or put them in the basement. Or maybe I need to get a big garbage bag that I can put stuff in to donate. I mean, what do you need? What tools, what team, who do you need to get to help you? What do you need to do? Time frame. When is this going to happen? Today, tomorrow night, Thursday afternoon? Write it down. So now you have steps. You've got a plan. You know what you need, and you know your time frame. Now what I want you to do is write down, because this is really important. Write down, what do I benefit? What's in it for me? If it's nothing in it for me, I'm not going to do it. Let's just be honest. We're humans. What is my benefit? Well, what's the benefit of cleaning out that closet? Right? More space, more organization. Maybe just when I look at it, I'm like, whew, that feels better. Maybe it just makes me feel better. Maybe I can find things more easily because it's more organized. What is the benefit? Okay, so that's our 1s. Now we're going to go to our 2s and 3s. And I lumped them together because I think you can at this point. So 2s and 3s are a little bit more difficult, right? So 2s and 3s. Let's just say in my mind, let's say 3 is losing weight. Let's just use that as a change. Okay, so my 3 is losing weight and also like a workout regimen and a better healthy eating regimen. Okay, so that's my number 3. All right, so I wrote that down. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to write down what are the steps that I need to do to achieve this. So often we need a team. We mentioned this in the closet example. In this example, do I need a coach? Do I need a diet coach? Do I need a nutritionist? Do I need to join Weight Watchers? Do I need to join Noom? Do I need to join a gym? Do I need a personal trainer? What's my team? Do I need to get a friend to do this with me to hold me accountable? Do I need to do it with a family member? Do I need an app? Tools. What are your tools? What are your tools? What is your team? What do you need? Write those things down for whatever your 2 or 3 is. Think about it. Pause this video. Think about it. What are my tools? What tools are at my disposal? Maybe you don't have any money to buy any tools. Well, what can you do with a friend that doesn't cost anything? What can you do on YouTube? What can you do workouts watching YouTube workouts? I mean, there's lots of ways to do this. Spirit is not going to let you just say, I can't do this. It doesn't work. It never works. If you're saying that stuff, you're not ready. You're just simply not ready. And that's cool too. Okay, that's cool. But if you're still watching this video and you're not quite ready, let me just tell you, Spirit is like mesmerizing you right now, mesmerizing you. They really are, because this is going to stick in your brain. So now we put our tools, we put our team, we got our steps. What do we need? Timeline. Timeline. What is the timeline? Now here we go. You with diets, just for instance, and with timelines, they're saying we either put too short a timeline or too long of a timeline. And where we run into trouble with timelines in general is we make them make or break timelines. And then when we don't make the timeline, we just throw it all out. We just say, well, I blew that. I might as well forget about it. Okay, so don't make a make or break timeline. We're going to break our timeline into steps. So by next week, we're going to achieve 1 step. Okay, one step. By next week, in 1 week's time, using the diet analogy, we're going to call a friend and see if they want to, be like buddies. We're going to buy an app. We're going to get a gym membership. We're going to get a nutritionist, a personal trainer, whatever it is your budget allows, and whatever it is you need. We all know how we work best. Set yourself up for success, but set it up into smaller, increments. So they're saying, give yourself a week for the step. Give yourself a next week for the next step. Give yourself another week for the next step. It's much better in our busy lives to break this stuff down in small steps, because if we say in 3 months, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, well, 3 months might as well be a year away, except for that it actually comes in a week. In a week, you're like, what happened to 3 months? I'm already here and I don't fit into this clothes that I thought I would. So we don't want to do that. We want to make smaller incremental steps that we can manage. Okay, so if you don't get your step done in the time allotted, in this case, we allotted 1 week. If you don't get that step done in 1 week, try to get 2 steps done in the next week. Do you understand? So you're not falling behind. You're making up for time lost by doubling it up. Okay? This is very doable. Spirit seems to think this is very doable. So this is their plan. So this is what you do for all of the changes. And then, of course, we're going to finish this particular list, which is our 2s and 3s, with what? The benefit. What is the benefit? What do I get when I complete this process? What do I get when I complete 1 step? Right? We need to be our own best cheerleaders, and we need to, that a girl, Susan, you did this in the first week. This is where we get tripped up, because we think, well, golly, Susan, if you can't get an app downloaded on your phone in 1 week, you're never going to ever do this in 3 months. That's not being a cheerleader. That's tearing yourself down. So understand that we're busy, busy, busy people. Give yourself an atta-girl or an atta-boy if you did what you asked yourself to do in the time allotted to do it, even if you think that it was a ridiculously easy task. Because if you will be your own best cheerleader and not wait for some external person to walk along and pat you on the back, you're going to achieve this, because you're not waiting for that person who's never going to come, probably. And notice you lost 3 pounds. You have to do it for you. You have to be your own best cheerleader. Okay? So as you do this, so now what have we done? Just think about it. We had a list of things we'd like to change. We might have had really big, yucky, scary things that we really want to change that we did not attempt to change. And you might be saying, well, what good is that? I just changed a bunch of easy things. Like, so what? I went out and bought a new lamp. Well, let me tell you, this is the secret. Here's the deal. If you'll change these things, whether it's, a wall color in your house, adding a rug, losing 3 pounds, taking a course somewhere for something for fun, landscaping your yard, detailing your car. It doesn't matter, you guys. It really doesn't matter. We want wins. We're looking for wins here. That's why we're picking the easiest things to change. We want to count our wins. So when you do a few of these changes and you've done it, you're like, oh my God, I did it. Yes, that closet never looked better. It's so organized. Every time I open that closet, I'm happy. Well, what does that do? Raises your vibration. In 2 weeks, I lost 3 pounds. Wonderful. I'm on my way. I'm really paying attention to how I see food. I'm really making time for my workouts, whatever that is. Yay. Really congratulate yourself. When you've got a few wins under your belt, whatever that is for you, when you've got a few wins under your belt, what happens is you're not in the valley anymore. Down here saying nothing's ever going to change. I can't seem to change these things. I'm stuck. Why am I stuck in these things that I don't like? You have a few wins, you start to raise your vibration. You start to climb out of that deep valley. You start to raise your vibration. And here's the thing that I think was so thought-provoking that they said. When we raise our vibration, we're at a higher sort of, we can see better, we can see further. You can't see much when you're in this little valley. But when you're up here, well, you can see everything. You can see how your life fits together in a much different perspective, a much higher perspective. You can see, oh, I get it. When I do this, I think I'm really sabotaging myself. Oh, this person doesn't have my highest good. Oh, this person has really been helping me out. You can see things from a higher perspective when your vibration is higher. And with that higher vibration and higher perspective that you're going to get from these simple wins, these simple little easy changes, you're going to be able to better see how you might change that number 4 or number 5. You're for sure going to have a different perspective on it. You're going to see it in a whole new way. You may even feel like you've got more power to change it than you thought. Before, maybe you were in the valley and it was up here, and now you're up here and you can see over it. You can see around it. It's so much more helpful. So start with the easy wins. Start with those 1s. Start with those 2s. Start with those 3s. Do your 3 steps. What are my steps? Who is my team? Number 2, you're going to add the timeline. What is the timeline? If the timeline is a year, then break it into weeks so that you can have wins. And number 3, you're going to put the benefit. What is my benefit? And in this way, you can use this for the rest of your life, knocking out those 1s and 2s and 3s. You may never change that 5. Who knows? You may not. But that 5 that's bugging you, that change that you put on there that's a 5, if you raise your vibration, it's likely to solve itself. Because when you have a high vibration, your problems don't have a high vibration. You're here, they're here. Problems do not have a high vibration. So once you raise your vibration, your problems tend to just drift away or go away or disappear or fix themselves. But even if in the odd chance that you don't fix it, so much more of your life is running smoothly and reflecting the way you want it to. It looks the way you want it to, which means you're in balance, you're in harmony. That in and of itself is going to clear up about 30% of your energy, which is going to make dealing with that 4 problem or that 5 problem a lot easier. So, I hope this has made sense to you guys. This is a spirit life hack that they just dropped on my head. And I love the steps. I love that they're repeatable. And I hope that you liked it too. Leave me a comment down below if you think it's helpful or if you have a question about clarifying that. Please leave me a comment. I love your comments. I love to answer them. I'm pretty active in the comment section. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I typically do I try to do 50% spiritual, 50% political, but the political world has just been a little bit on fire lately, so it's just required a little bit more attention. Let me know. Do you want to see more videos like this? Let me know what you guys want to see. I really appreciate you checking this video out. You guys take really good care of yourselves, and I hope you have really good luck doing this exercise in the future. Adios.